to Rifleonline. I'm Sean.
I'm Jet.
Hope you're having a great day. I think today I am going to go take a look at my record collection, and I'm going to bring some records down here. I'm going to start with A, and I'm just going to see what Jet thinks of them. Hang on, I'll be right back. Hey, I'm back. So, again, these are not just all of my favorite records in A, but from my record collection. So, number one, I should be in alphabetical order. AC/DC, Let There Be Rock. It's probably my favorite AC/DC record. I love Bon Scott, AC/DC, and I love AC/DC. So, I don't know, some of the highlights here, I mean, Dog Eat Dog, I mean, of course, Let There Be Rock, Problem Child, Overdose is one of the best songs. Also, Exodus does a great cover of Overdose.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah. So I don't know. How do you feel about it? Yeah. I also like the cover a lot.
I love the cover. I love this record. It's one of the records that, and there are several, it's one of my favorite albums, but I have never owned it for myself. I have always just listened to my friends' albums. You know,
Hey, that's funny that you said that. I've been that way too. I just bought this.
Really?
Yeah, I've only had it like 4 months or so.
Yeah. Well, I love.
I mean, it's old, but you know.
I love Problem Child a lot.
Yeah. Whole Lot of Rosie.
Whole Lot of Rosie is awesome.
Yeah. Hell Ain't a Bad Place to Be. I mean, it's just this whole start to finish. I love this record. Yeah. And just staying with AC/DC, and I have a lot of AC/DC, but I had to pick my next favorite, and yeah, you know, it might be cliche. It's Highway to Hell. I know it was their first real breakthrough record, but again, start to finish, this thing's great. I love every song on it, but and everyone's heard Highway to Hell so much, it's hard to say. But you know, come on, Touch Too Much,
Beating
Around the Bush. Yeah. You know, Shot Down in Flames is that's one of my very. It's like that's the one song like I just want to turn the stereo up every time that comes on. I don't know what it is. Yeah,
it's a wonderful record, but I don't know. I don't know which one is between the two would be my favorite.
This has Night Prowler. I also love that.
I know you love that song.
Yeah. But yeah, it's hard to say. I don't know. I really do. I love Let There Be Rock. I think for me, Let There Be Rock edges Highway to Hell out.
Think so?
Just barely. But I wouldn't want my life to be without either one. Aerosmith was one of my first influences. The first concert I ever went to was Aerosmith in Nazareth, and I have a lot of Aerosmith records. The first like 7 are really my favorites, but this is my favorite Aerosmith record, I think. Get Your Wings. And this one is really
That's
bad.
Falling Apart.
Yeah. But and this still gets played a lot. Again, I mean, start to finish, it's just a great record.
Oh yeah.
But of course, Same Old Song and Dance is the only, I think, popular one. But I mean, come on.
Train Kept a Rolling.
Oh yeah.
Their version of that. Yeah.
Lord of the Thighs, great song. I love Seasons of Wither. That's a fantastic song. Pandora's Box. Yeah. Anyway, I really like that record.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah, I got that for $2.50 or $2.
$2.
$2. You can't do that anymore.
No, that's a bargain.
Yeah, when I first started collecting, for the second time, a lot of people weren't doing it. I was getting records for 50 cents, $1, $2. And when I say collect, I collect things that I want to listen to. So I don't collect records just because they're worth something.
I'm starting to see a pattern here in that we're old.
Oh, no. This is before, we're old.
Aerosmith.
I picked this because this is the first record that got me into Aerosmith. I had heard them on the radio. I actually heard a song from, what was the popular song from Rocks? But the only one that was on the radio then. I went to get that. I just knew I wanted Aerosmith. I didn't even know the name of the song then. I still don't. Last Child.
Oh.
Yeah, so I had heard that and I loved it. I went to the record store after mowing yards and stuff, and they didn't have it, but the guy's like, man, get this. This is great. So I did. I liked the cover a lot and took it home. And I mean, of course, back then, this is pretty heavy music. I think this and Nazareth Hair of the Dog are the reasons that's what shoved me into a heavier style of music. I think
the Hair of the Dog
and Black
album,
Sabbath too. But
the Hair of the Dog album was one of my favorites that kind of moved me over into heavy music.
Yeah.
That and the early Kiss albums.
Right. Yes. Yeah. But again, I think start to finish, I love this record. And again, the first concert I ever saw was Aerosmith and Nazareth. Tom Hamilton's one of my favorite bass players too. I mean, he's awesome.
Yeah, and I've got to say, my opinion is that the best guitar player in Aerosmith is Brad Whitford.
Oh, Brad Whitford. Yes, by far. No, Joe Perry, was just eye candy or whatever back then. No, he's good.
He's a good songwriter. He's a great guitar player. But
Brad Whitford
awesome. Is an amazing guitar player.
This album has seen better days, obviously. Kitty Nibbles, possibly. I don't know.
Somebody's been nibbling on it.
Yeah. I don't know. Well, anyway, so love that record. And since technically the first Aerosmith song that I ever heard was on Rocks, Last Child, I brought this out because I love this record too. And this was the tour that I saw first, July 3rd, 1976.
Wow.
My dad took me. I was 11 or 10, like right 10 and a half to 11. Let's see, wait, July. So I was 76. I was 11.
My wife
had just turned 11.
My wife was 4 months old.
Yeah, mine too, I think, yeah.
Yeah, sick as a dog.
Yeah. And of course, I get the Let Out's always killer. But this has Nobody's Fault, which Testament does a great cover of.
Cool.
Great record though. And again, since that was the first tour, that's important to me. I am a big Alice Cooper guy, especially the Alice Cooper group. These were huge to me growing up. I mean, I remember walking to high school, and I'd stop at a friend of mine's house who I won't mention, and I haven't talked to him in forever. And he had a turntable in his shed, and we'd have fun, listen to Alice Cooper before we walked on to school. But this, I don't know, love it to death.
Yeah.
Come on.
I do. I love it to death.
This is a great record.
I love this shot.
Yes. Yeah. And again, this one's in bad shape. This is not. It's not a new one. But this is just a great record. Again, from being a kid, so many memories. When I look at that, and even though the cover's bad, the record.
Yeah, but it's got
in pretty good shape.
I'm 18.
Oh, and,
the Ballad of Dwight Fry.
Ballad of Dwight Fry is one of my favorite songs.
Yeah.
Actually, I love that. I have it saved to my playlist that I use when I go running.
Cool.
Yeah. So, and with that, because again, so many fond memories of being an adolescent, and probably my favorite Alice Cooper record is Killer.
Oh yeah.
I don't know. I think so. Today it is, but this Dennis Dunaway, by the way, also one of my top bass players. So there's a lot to that. But I think that, of course, this has Dead Babies on it and stuff that everyone knows. But Halo of Flies, I mean, come on, one of the best songs ever written.
Yeah, we should put together a playlist of songs from this episode.
We should
if they're all available on YouTube, and
yeah,
everybody can hear them.
That's a good idea. Well, you know what? We'll do.
We'll work on that.
Yeah, that is a great idea. Creativity at its finest. You saw it right here live. Rifle. Subscribe. I couldn't. How could I choose anything by Alice Cooper and not pick Schools Out? I mean, because first off, Looney Tunes is just, again, I said one of my favorites. It's definitely one of my favorites too. It's so hard to say with Alice Cooper because I love Alice Cooper, but I love this record.
Yeah.
And this one doesn't work right, but it's in okay shape. But
well, I haven't listened.
It's not like The Desk.
I haven't listened to the album all the way through for years and years.
Some excellent bass work. Well, as always, but definitely some excellent bass work. Blue Turk has just killer bass line.
And hey, another
I
Alice
had to
Cooper.
go one more. And this was, this is a little newer, and this is not the Alice Cooper group. This is his first His first solo record.
His first solo record, I think so. And actually, I'm torn between this and the other two. Is which one is my favorite? Because I really love this.
Oh, this is fantastic. Yeah. I mean, Devil's Food. Mm-hmm. Of course, Welcome to My Night. Only Women Bleed, which was super.
Steven may be my favorite Alice Cooper song.
Dude, Cold Ethel.
Oh, yes.
I know. This is great.
This whole album rocks.
It does. And there's a lot of great musicians on here, too. Mm-hmm. Of course, Bob Ezrin did all this, Cooper stuff, I think. But, man, just looking here, I mean, of course, Tony Levin played bass on a lot of it. How can you go wrong there? I was sad there was no Alice Cooper group when this came out, I have to admit. But when I heard this, I'm with you. It's an excellent record. It's a brilliant record. It really is.
All these songs. I love every one of these songs.
Yeah. I have, I think I have four copies of this. I have one or two down here to listen to down here, and I know I have at least. This isn't even my good one. My good one's upstairs, so I have at least two upstairs. All right. So again, this is just and this is just from my record collection, and I have a lot more Alice Cooper. I could have brought them all. I didn't.
But that's okay. I'm glad
you're welcome. Yeah, you're welcome. All right, Alice in Chains, and I mean I love all Alice in Chains, but Facelift is the first one that I ever heard. I don't know. It just sticks with me. It's got such. I don't know. There's so much emotion in it, and it triggers so much emotion in me.
Let me see.
Everything. For everything from We Die Young. I mean, of course, Sea of Sorrow, Bleed the Freak. Great. It's just a great record.
I am not the biggest Alice in Chains fan. I mean, I won't turn it off if it comes on, but I'm not seeking it out either. It's just it's good stuff, but not my favorite.
I get it. I love this. I love Jerry Cantrell's guitar. And it's just Lane Staley's voice is just haunting to me. The one thing I can say though is they can make me moody. Like kind of like it can make me sad. Or too thoughtful. If I don't want to be too thoughtful, I'm probably not going to put this on. And I cannot listen to Man in the Box.
No.
Because it's about calves being in a box to be veal, and it just I can't get the images out of my head, and I just can't do it. So I will listen to music or read about people being mutilated all day long, but if it comes to any animal being hurt or killed in a movie or a book or a song, that's it. Mr. Bojangles. After I've listened to that song one time, heard that his dog died, and every time I turn it off, I never listen to it again. It's just how I am. Can't help it. My favorite Anthrax album, For All Kings. I'm not the biggest Anthrax guy. I do love Anthrax. Don't get me wrong, but I love this record. Saw him on tour with this record. I've seen him before. I mean, anyway, of course, but this record is still. I spin it quite a bit. Charlie, I mean, come on, Charlie's one of the best drummers ever in the whole world. He does a whole lot of cool stuff on YouTube.
I've not followed Anthrax as closely, but I've never heard anything from them that I didn't like.
Yeah, they're just a solid band.
Yep.
And again, when you have Charlie Benani,
freak.
Right. But this is a great record. I love it, and I mean, they have a lot of great records. I love the John Bush stuff too, but this one, this is it for me. This is, as far as my favorite.
And the cover looks cool.
It does. It really does. Great artwork. So this next one, I don't know. April Wine.
Oh, there we go.
I don't know if a lot of people listen to April Wine, but I mean, killer Canadian band. Some of it's very poppy, but I don't know. It was on the radio a lot when I was, in high school, and I've always liked it a lot. And this has All Over Town, which is popular. It was, and I like the little bass line.
Sign of the Gypsy Queen.
Sign of the Gypsy Queen's great, great. Just Between You and Me is horrible. No, it's not my thing. But that's probably one of their biggest hits, though. Yeah. Wanna Rock is on here. Anyway, I don't know. Someone's name used to be on there. I don't know. See, I had to pay $5.99 for this. You see how it went up from my $2 records? I know. This probably didn't cost $5.99 new. But I always like this particular record. They have several, and they're really excellent musicians.
Oh, this is a German pressing, according to the label, the price tag.
Huh. Well, that's what it says. Yeah. It very well could be. Audio Slave. I'm a big Rage Against the Machine fan anyway, and I'm a huge Soundgarden fan.
Oh yeah.
So Audio Slave. I love it. Tim C is one of my favorite bass players. Brad Wilkes, one of my favorite drummers. I can't say enough. This record I think is great, start to finish.
Yeah.
It just brings, it just draws you in. It draws me in for sure.
And who makes a double album set anymore?
Right.
I mean, 2 records.
I love it. The cover doesn't even have, it doesn't have their name or anything. It's just, which is cool. I don't know.
Great album.
Yeah. I miss Chris Cornell.
Yeah.
It's the only thing, when I listen to Soundgarden or Audio Slave, it's just, sometimes it's hard. I obviously never knew the man, but, his music has meant so much to me. It's hard to,
when you listen,
realize he's gone.
When you listen to somebody and it becomes a part of your brain and your heart. And
well, come on, you and I started listening to Soundgarden, back when they had just their EPs, and then Loud Love came out.
Louder Than Love.
Yeah.
Somebody dies like that, you still feel it.
Dude, remember seeing them with Faith No More at Bogart's? Oh wow, man, that was
a great show.
Yeah. I don't know. Had Bad Motorfinger just come out, or was it even out?
I don't think Bad Motorfinger was out yet.
I didn't think so either, but I'm not positive. If anyone knows, let us know. I don't remember, but what a show. Chris Cornell and Mike Patton on the same stage, and it seems like the weather was kind of bad. I don't think there was even a lot of people there, or it didn't seem
it wasn't sold out, but it was a big crowd.
Yeah. All right, so I have one more record in A, and this one, I'll be honest, I wasn't even gonna pick it, but when I saw it, even though I think I've listened to this once since I got it, and it came with a collection that I bought, and I realized that this really did, kind of molded me a lot as a kid. It was on the radio all the time and stuff, and it's the first Asia record.
That's a great album.
Oh, it is great. Yeah. That's not what I mean. It's just I kind of forget about it, and I don't put it on much. I probably only listened to it once, and but I when I saw it just now, when I ran upstairs quickly to get these, I realized how much of this I listened to when I was young, and I had this record when I was young too, and well, anyway, so I think it deserved to come down here with the A's.
It deserved it, yeah.
Any highlights on there, like any certain songs that you like? I know like Heat of the Moment was
Wildest Dreams.
Wildest Dreams, yeah, I kind of remember that.
Yeah, and I love the artwork by Roger Dean.
Yeah, me too.
He's done so many other, classic albums. Great album cover, great album, great band.
Well, that is the end of the A's in the Flannery record collection. So
not all of the records that you have that are in the A's.
No.
Just the highlights that you
Just
picked.
the highlights that I chose. Yeah. Yes. No, there's plenty more, but And we're going to try to do some more of these. We're going to do different letters, of course, because there's more letters than A in the alphabet, I learned.
We may do them in alphabetical order.
Yes, we may.
Maybe not.
It's easier because that's how I have them.
Tune in to find out.
Yeah. And we're also going to look at artwork, like our favorite artwork from records and stuff. Just to, it's fun.
Like Asia.
Definitely, it's a great cover. It's a great cover. So anyway, please subscribe, tell your friends, hit the bell, hit the like, and most importantly, listen to Rifle
every day.